little darling. Little darling.
Welcome to Mormon Soup, a review of Mormon news, pop culture, and current events, brought to you by Modern Mormon Men. I'm your host, Scott Heffernan, and welcome to the first show. If you clicked play, it means you're at least curious as to what this is. Thank you, and I'll show you. We hope to have a good time with these reviews, and we also hope to have some fun interviews as well. So let's get started. Michael Otterson of Church Public Affairs had an article in the Washington Post where he invites journalists to church. He says if you are writing about Mormons and you really want to understand us, you need to show up at a congregation. So keep an eye out for reporters, and if you see one, I don't know, say something really weird to them.
Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're a great zombie.
A controversial blog post was written by Natasha Helfer Parker, also known as the Mormon Therapist. It was called My Official Stance on Masturbation, and her official stance is that masturbation is not a sin in and of itself. It's not a transgression. You can imagine there was strong reactions on both sides. She made some friends, she made some enemies, and among the friends she made, every single 14-year-old boy. In case you haven't heard, Chick-fil-A, is it too late for that? It's too late for that. Joanna Brooks was brought on to The Daily Show with Jon Stewart to talk about her book, The Book of Mormon Girl, and all things Mormonism. She did a great job. Make sure you check it out. We'll provide links to that. And that leads us into our next segment. You may have read about it. Joanna came bearing gifts to Jon Stewart. She brought him a few bonnets that were made by some of the famous Mormon housewives women. And she also brought him some sort of jello pretzel dessert type of thing. I would imagine it looks something like this. There were some other ideas thrown out there for what she could bring, and I thought it could be fun to share some of those. She could have brought a Book of Mormon with her testimony written in it. She could have brought some funeral potatoes or some Lion House rolls. Wish someone would bring me some of those. A Mormon Tabernacle Choir CD. A John McNaughton painting. Everyone's favorite. Moroni tie pin. A CTR ring. Could be cool. A personalized missionary name tag. A giant Diet Coke. Many Mormons familiar with that. Some missionary action figures or some Book of Mormon action figures. Or finally, 8 cows. Johnny Lingo style. So that was fun, but now let's go to the blogs. On Modern Mormon Men, make sure to go check out Seattle John's post on the top 5 regrets of the dying, summarizing a book on the subject written by a nurse who treats and counsels with patients that are dying. And go read the whole post, but I am going to tell you the number 2 most common regret, and that was that I wish I didn't work so hard. So go hang out with your spouse, go hang out with your kids. By common consent, Kyle M. has a short post on Bible bashing, and I love one of his points. He says, people told us that as missionaries we shouldn't Bible bash or argue because the Spirit can't be where there's contention, but nobody told us we shouldn't Bible bash because we were stupid 19-year-olds who didn't know what we were talking about. And there's a lesson in there for us now. So go share your Bible bashing stories over at By Common Consent, or you can share them here.
We could get into an in-depth theological discussion and put everyone to sleep out there, but I would just say the Southern Baptist Convention, which is the logic.
Have you ever wanted a magnet wall in your house? At Oh Happy Day, she gives a do-it-yourself tutorial on how to make a magnet wall. And she claims it takes under 10 minutes. And it's pretty cool. So if it's your lifelong dream to have a magnet wall, make it happen. And we made it. Thanks for sticking around. I promise next time I'll look less sweaty and less stoned. You know, Mormon Soup is like a rough stone rolling, and it will get more polished as we go along. Feel free to leave feedback. Just don't say anything overly mean. So we will see you next time. Oh, and there's this.
My teacher told me I should never tell a lie.
Good. Because?
A lie will bring you